Everybody, it's Ricardo Amorali and JP Letnick from the Letnick Estates Group and Sage Real Estate in Kelowna. We have known each other for a number of years, and JP is a superstar real estate agent from Kelowna, and he's crushing it. We had a chance to catch up today and talk about business, talk about how things are going, and I was just impressed with how much progress JP has made in 5 years, and I'm excited to see what he does in the next 5 with his business. JP, what do you have to impart to people in terms of knowledge about the industry and what they should do?
Well, thanks, Ricardo. So one of the first things that if you're starting out with real estate, definitely take a look and see if you require a mentor. If you have prior experience already in industry, then you might not need to join a big team or a big brokerage. Try to find some place where you can do your own branding, your own marketing, because building your own core and branding is going to be really important to people trusting you, knowing you, and really wanting to do business with you. What we find really is effective for yourself is making sure that you do all of that and build your own brand. It's just really key.
Tell me a little bit about your journey, my man. Like last I remember, you were getting married, and you were maybe buying a place in Burnaby, and that's the last I remember.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Joanna and I, we met up in Vancouver. We bought a place in Burnaby. We renovated it with the intention of staying there, and then we were planning to have kids like 2 years from that point. So it wasn't going to be immediate, but we found out we were a year ahead of that schedule. And so we decided, well, we didn't want to raise our daughter in that condo, even though it was a nice condo. And my family lives in Kelowna. So we sold the condo and we moved back to Kelowna in about 2015. And prior to that, we had already made the decision to get our real estate licenses. So she was a commercial real estate. Yeah, so she was a commercial real estate assistant for a few years prior to me meeting her. And I was already doing my own buy, renovate, flips and stuff since I was 18.
Yeah.
And so it just made sense to get our real estate licenses. And so we started that process in 2015. And when we moved to Kelowna, we bought a house here, fixer-upper on a busy road, and we built that up. And at the same time as we had our daughter and renovating a house and me doing my online marketing business, which is how we met. And then doing all of that together, plus on board of directors for an online marketing company in the States, I was doing my real estate course and getting my license. And so once we got my license, Joanna was able to focus on getting hers. And so I had mine first by about 6 months prior to her getting hers. She completed her course quicker than me, but I got my license before her. And we just started hitting the ground running with my background of online marketing and just applying that plus the language skills. So she speaks Mandarin, English, and a little bit of Cantonese. I speak French and English. And so we branded ourselves as an international marketing team for real estate. It wasn't just, buy and sell your home in Kelowna with your local agents. It was, we are a full service marketing firm offering real estate services. And our focus was international clients, people moving to Canada, but other parts, and then moving to Kelowna or relocating from Vancouver, Toronto, and the such to Kelowna. And we, in the first year, actually got so stupid busy, and the second year was even crazier, that we decided to grow a team. And so we grew the Letnick Estates Group, and now we have about 9 agents with us. Unlicensed assistant, and also we're probably bringing on another unlicensed assistant with us in the next couple of months. And so our languages range all like from English, French, Japanese, Korean, Mandarin, Cantonese, Russian, Punjabi. And so that's kind of our focus, is the international marketing, with being able to do real estate in Kelowna with your own language so that you don't get taken advantage of by the system. Because unfortunately, there are people out there that don't speak the language of the client, and then things can get lost in translation.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that's how it grew, and a lot of referrals, a lot of online marketing. Majority of our business comes from referrals. If you check our Google business page, we are 1 review short of 100 right now, 5 stars.
Oh, wow.
So whoever wants to be the 100th, go ahead. But yeah, so that's just basically how, just offering a higher standard of service, multiple languages, international marketing, rolling that all in together into one. There hasn't been that in Kelowna, and so we filled that niche, and it blew up.
So you're covering all of Kelowna. How far north and south are you going?
So we work anywhere from Penticton to Armstrong. And we just brought on a new agent. Her name is Zona, and she is situated in Vernon. So we used to have to go all the way out all the time to deal with client buyers and showings. And now, as of this week, actually, officially she's joined our team. And so, like, there was, for example, there was a real estate sign that I put up on a land development property almost a year and a half ago, still in the market. And she texted me. She's like, "Oh, I just drove by your sign and kind of it's leaning over. Do you have a guy that puts up your signs?" I was like, "Nope, I put up my own signs. I guess I'll drive over there and fix it unless you have a little mini sledgehammer." Wink, wink. She did. So, she fixed it for me. I didn't have to drive 45 minutes to go and fix the sign because it's down the road from her.
That's invaluable.
Oh, it's so nice.
100%, man. That's more and more. I'm actually trying to do something similar in the Lower Mainland. Because it's funny because I've done pretty organically so far, like very phone work and like, obviously I'll do my Facebook stuff, which I'm sure you see some of.
Yep.
But it's like I'm really pushing the video. And I'm really pushing my warm network referral kind of thing, So Facebook warm, it's really been all warm network up until like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. And so I'm like, now I'm realizing, okay, as my skills are getting better, my scripts are getting better and all this stuff, and as I'm like my competence is going up, I'm like, okay, cool. I'd like to maybe start talking to people that are not in my warm network, that are outside of my warm network. And it seems like a lot of your successes come from online lead generation. So what are you using for online lead generation? Google AdWords kind of deal?
I don't do any Google AdWords. We tested it a lot with a lot of previous experience being in business marketing. And we tried it at the beginning just to test it out, just to see if it would work in this market, but it was throwing money out the window. We really saw zero benefit out of that. Where we found really worked is creating informational videos, putting onto YouTube and Facebook, and then as a post on our business page, and then boosting it. That works really well with getting people to engage and create content that comes back. We've just really recently in the last few weeks been kind of like building out our YouTube channel more. We've invested in more equipment. Like I just got more equipment, and I got a ring light over there, and I just got I've got lenses and shotgun mics, and I've got a little ring light here that's giving me light for my video right now. It's just really bumping up the video quality and audio, and growing the channel.
Yeah, no, that's huge. It's so hard to implement some of these things. I feel like it takes so much time and expertise. I actually have a video guy that I'm waiting to hear back from next week. He's away. But that's exactly what I had visioned for myself, being like, hey, you know what? What's the reason I'm doing real estate? I'm doing real estate because I want people to know the information, because I didn't know the information.
Yep.
I had a preconception about it, and this is never going to happen, or how am I going to do it twice or whatever, and then I just never did anything. That's fantastic, man. I'm really looking forward to doing more deals with you in the future, and I really appreciate your time. I'm looking forward to seeing when I get up to Kelowna this in the next little while here.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Take care.